There has been massive backlash the past few weeks over the Witcher series on Netflix, and rightfully so. When Henry Cavill, the star of this series, the reason so many people were watching to begin with, Geralt himself, decides that he's going to leave the project, you knew there were some bad things going on. And then, of course, it comes out that the reason he left is because they decided they didn't want to follow the source material. Henry Cavill said, if you follow this source material, if you respect this story that I love, I will stay on for as long as you want me to. That's absolutely not what happened. And then we even had writers coming out and saying that there are people in the writer's room for The Witcher that despise the games, despise the books, they hate the source material, and they want to change it all in the name of identity politics. And that's exactly what has happened. Even though The Witcher showrunner came out when asked in an interview, did her best to deflect and beg people to continue to watch this series, Netflix The Witcher showrunner Lauren Hissrich attempts to inspire confidence following Henry Cavill's exit. She just couldn't help herself over on Instagram, where she finally went off on some people that were asking questions about this and saying this is the reason why he left. The reason's because people in your writer's room didn't respect the source material. Well, she just had to respond. The Witcher showrunner responds to damning claims the show's creative team hate the books and games. The Witcher showrunner Lauren Hissrich has finally responded to claims that the series' creative team dislikes and mocks the source material, even taking aim at the validity of Beau DeMayo's recent comments. The Witchers frequently come under fire from viewers for not better sticking to the books and games it's based on, and that's been true since the very beginning. Even that first season, which most people thought pretty good, but really could have used more Geralt, really could have used more Witcher, really could have used more inspiration from the books, not these race swaps, not this bullshit focusing on these other characters, but okay. And then season 2 continued to go further and further off the rails. Actual fans of this series aren't happy with the show, and a lot of them are only tuning in for Henry Cavill. At this point, it looks like those people are going away. Massive petition has been started, nearly 300,000 signatures to bring Henry Cavill back and fire the writers, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon. That's only been exacerbated with the news Henry Cavill is leaving the show while Liam Hemsworth is stepping in to play Geralt of Rivia. And they've been getting destroyed. They've been getting ratioed on YouTube videos, all of these things. The Witcher showrunner had recently been going on rounds to promote The Witcher, but expertly dodged many of the questions. But she recently fired back at followers on Instagram who pointed to her being among those who dislike the author's novels and CD Projekt Red's games. I think if you watch any interview I've ever done, including those with Andrzej Sapkowski, you'll see I'm quite a fan of the books and the games. Do you believe that when one person says something as a fact that it's therefore a fact? This particular thing is not a fact. So this is saying that what Beau DeMayo said is a lie. That when he said there's people in The Witcher's writer room that mock and hate the source material, that person is a liar. That's what she's saying now. I love the books. I'm shit at the games, but that's me, not them. I've never mocked the books. The books are my entire livelihood. I have a great relationship with Mr. Sapkowski, and the writer's room are sacred and safe, and more than anything, supportive spaces. Don't believe everything you read. Well, we definitely know that they're safe spaces based on what we saw. The initial, really, you should have been able to tell what The Witcher would inevitably turn into by taking a look at the pictures from the writer's room. A lot of people with pronouns in bios, a lot of people with fucked up colored hair, and because these are people that are more interested in putting their own identity politics into something than respecting the source material. She later did say this about the guy she just called a liar. I have great respect for Beau and the episodes he wrote. The Striga episode's one of my favorite. He even wrote the one which had a lot of backlash, but he was brave in telling the story he wanted to tell. It takes a lot of balls to do that. I respect that. At some point in time, you had to think she was going to go off. It was in a comment on this post that she made on Instagram for this trailer for Blood Origin, which nobody's going to watch, that they've already made it clear they're diverting from the source material there as well. The entire Witcher franchise is now in shambles, and it's a joke because Henry Cavill rang the alarm. He said in the lead up to season 2, they're doing things I don't like, but I'm going to try to do my best. And now he's completely and totally out on the show, quitting the show because they don't respect the source material, because they're pushing identity politics. And as much as Lauren Hissrich can push back at this and say this person's lying, this person's lying, this person's lying, most fans, when they see what's happening on the screen, don't believe her. They believe all those rumors that are out there because that makes a lot more sense as to why we're seeing what we're seeing happen on Netflix. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my PO box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.